do I call on you? Or, I don't know, this is new to me. Okay.
Congratulations, first of all. Can you talk about, obviously this was a role we all believe you wanted very much. What does being able to play this role mean, and the credits you've been receiving, the receiving of this award? Obviously people are very impressed with your performance. What does this all mean to you because you wanted this role so much?
Well, it's so encouraging because there are so many people out there who feel and know in their hearts that they're actors, that they're storytellers, that they're artists, and it doesn't work out for so many of them. So it just makes me feel really lucky because I'd be doing this whether or not anybody was watching, but that I get access to these kinds of roles and these kinds of experiences and get to work with filmmakers and on projects at the level that I've been able to work at, lucky enough to be able to work at. It makes me wonder who I send a check to.
Why did you want this particular role? What appealed to you about this particular role?
Oh, well, I've loved the show since I was 8. I saw my mom perform this role when I was 8 years old, and it just seemed like an amazing challenge to try to tell and tell a story about and represent the destruction of destruction and redemption of a soul in about 15 minutes of screen time. And also, I mean, the show has been so important to so many people, myself included. I just wanted to be a part of it. I honestly would have played a musket, so I'm thrilled that I got to, sing a really good song.
And to your right, Sarah right. Hi.
Hi.
Congratulations to you.
Thank
Great
you.
performance, and what a great speech.
Oh,
and when
thank you.
To Sally Field, you made a reference to the flying nun, the Princess of Genovia. Did you ever feel pigeonholed by those princess roles?
I never did, but I was aware that I sort of felt like I was walking a very narrow path and that I could fall off of it very easily. I knew who I wanted to be, and I knew the sort of roles that I wanted to portray, but I also knew that other people might not see me in that way. I knew that it was up to me to convince them, and I really did feel so encouraged by Sally, knowing that if you go out there and you do the work, people will listen.
Ms. Hathaway, right here. Right here.
Hi.
You said before that you didn't want to go for the selfish interpretation of this piece, and that there have been so many wonderful and talented songwriters out there before. Instead, you wanted to give the truth. Was that a decision that you sort of came up on your own, or was that something that Tom helped you with? Was that a collaborative decision? And then what else were you working on?
My tan. It's not going well. I actually, that was a decision I came up with, and the first person that I told was my husband. He wasn't my husband then, though. And I had gotten to the point where I'd worked on the song so hard, and I felt confident that I could, that I could sing it well enough to be in the film. And then as soon as I got to that point, I realized that it was the wrong way to do it for film, that what is so thrilling about it on stage was going to be distracting on film, and that I was in a unique position to be able to sing from an emotional place. And if I abandoned my vocal vanity, then the song would potentially, in my mind, be more moving. And I talked to Tom about it, and I performed the song for him the way I thought it ought to be performed, and I received support from him. And then Alain Boublil and Claude Michel Schoenberg and Cameron McIntosh wanted to hear it too, so I did it for them. And everybody was behind me, which I was really grateful for, because I'm sure it's a very difficult thing to take a song that you've written and listened to a certain way for 30 years and hear it in a completely new way. So I'm grateful to them for their generosity.
It seems that a lot of the movies are coming out in this case are like, it's like some kind of controversy for different reasons. I mean, the only thing with Les Misérables was probably the fact that some people don't like the way some of the actors sing. But actually, they say that you're really good and you are really good.
Thank you.
Was it like a relief for you to be like the one who say, well, yeah, I mean, and you just mentioned the way that you prepared for it, the way you did. Do you think it was just something that you got voice, or was just a matter of taking a different approach to do it?
I think I heard about 8 questions in there, so if you wouldn't mind choosing one, I will answer it.
Do you feel lucky that you're not part of the controversy?
Oh my God! Oh! I don't know if there was controversy. I know that I worked with one of the greatest casts an actor could ever hope to work with, and I watched people show up on the first day in one place, and I saw them do whatever it took to climb a mountain, and every single person, whatever anyone thinks about their performance, gave every last bit of themselves to what they had to do and did the very best they can, and I am honored to be in this cast with these people and who gave performances that I love.
There will be one last question.
Hi, and for being Latin America, congrats.
Thank you.
How do you see yourself for the Oscars?
I'm sort of imagining like a taupe. No, I don't. Lucky to be there. I feel about that the way I feel about tonight. I've been invited to the party before, and I went home without any hardware. But it doesn't. That's not. In a way, although it would be wonderful to win something, and it is. It's not the most important thing. It's being invited into the room. It's the company that you get to keep, and I'm so honored to just get to go and be a part of it. So that's where I'm at with it. Thank you all so much.